Hey YouTubers, this is Dan from theblindprepper.com. Just wanted to show you a real quick accessory I'm going to try and add to the AR pistol that we built. You know, I've been really wanting some sort of pressure switch holder, mounting plate, what have you, for our weapons light here that we have. And when looking around, you have to be really careful because they make some stuff, you know, that's vertical foregrips that come down, and they you can't have that on a pistol because if you add that vertical foregrip, well, that makes it an SBR. So you have to be really careful what you put on here. So the only thing I've been able to find was something from CAA, and this is called the Chamber Wraparound CQB Magazine Grip. Specifically, the model is Mgrip2. And so what we have here, if you can see, is it's a simple magazine. Let me extend the stock out. It's a simple magazine wraparound for the magwell. But on either side, there are these panels that you can pop out of here with a little bit of force. Come on. Well, now that I'm trying to show you, it doesn't want to come out. Let's see if I can get a nail in there. Well, now it's being cranky, but let's try the other side. There we go. So they just pop up out of here, and your pressure switch, you can double sticky tape it right in there. Okay. So, because I like holding my firearm by the magwell anyways, I figured this was going to be a great little accessory. So we're going to give it a shot. Some people say that once they install these, the magazines, especially polymer mags like PMAGs and stuff like that, don't drop free anymore. So we're going to test that theory and see if we have that same trouble. There you go. I guess you just undo 1, 2, 3 screws. This separates apart, clamps on your magwell, 1, 2, 3 back on, and there you go. So let's get this thing apart and see what it looks like. So something I wanted to show you guys. When you're taking the screws out of here, you kind of want to have something behind it or do this over a tabletop, because in here there is a nut that when you unscrew that screw, that nut, see that, is going to drop free. So you're going to want to make sure you don't lose that. So basically you're just loosening that up. And then we'll do the third one here. Let's see, there's another nut. Alright, so what does this thing look like when we take her apart? Oop, that one's not quite all the way loose yet. Almost there. Okay, I think we're good now. Yep, there we go. Pretty simple. Got your 3 screws in here. Okay, let's try and fit this thing on here. Okay, so we're going to take this bottom plate, the one that doesn't have the screws in it, and then you're going to stand up here so you guys can see. Okay, so we have the mag well, and you see this little ridge here? That's for the bottom lip of the magazine well. And if you just put it in here, it's just kind of going to lock in. Watch this part up here. Just kind of boom, like that. Now this is pressing up against this bottom of the magazine well. Doesn't look like it's going to interfere at all to me. And then this, I could see this being a clearance issue for some people, but for me, works just fine. So we're going to go ahead and put on the top plate, screw it down, and see how it goes from there. So what I've decided, because I don't want to interfere with the function of this dust cover, can't really route it over here because that wire is going to be directly in the way of that. So what I'm going to do, instead of squeezing with my fingers, I'm going to wrap it around this way and come down here where it's not going to interfere with anything, and I'll just squeeze it with my palm. So we're gonna apply some double sticky to it, but what I'm gonna do first is, I don't know what kind of things were applied during the manufacturing process. So we're gonna take some alcohol prep pads and get off any kind of oily residue that may be in there. I'll wipe that down real good. Then also, I'm going to wipe my switch down real good as well. And what this is going to do is take off any oils or anything like that that might inhibit the adhesion process of the double sticky. So, there we go. Get that nice and clean. We'll let that dry. And then we'll come back and apply the double sticky tape. So what I decided to do instead of double stick tape is actually this UTG weapons light here actually came with Velcro. I thought this was double stick, but hey, that'll work too. And it's just the right size. So I'm going to go ahead and peel off the adhesive backing on one side, and then we'll apply it to the CAA Mgrip2. And then we'll apply that pressure switch. Okay, so I'm going to put this all right about here. I'm going to wrap you around this way. We'll come straight down. Just like so. Push it down real good. And that, my friends, should be just about all she wrote. See if I can bring this in here. There it is. So we're gonna give it a roll shot and see what happens. Nice. Very good. Just all you gotta do is squeeze the palm, and that light comes on. Yeah, a little bit of fun. Turn the lights off. Tell you a little bit about this UTG light. So, this UTG light got off of Amazon. 400 lumens. Takes a couple CR123s. And as you can see, it's pretty darn bright. Another cool thing, the UTG bull dot. As you can see, it's a very large green laser. And it's very bright. So for CQB applications in your home, you know, for 25 yards or less, this is awesome. Quick target acquisition, very bright. And then when you get the light on, you can still see that light, that laser right there. And I've got it set up to actually co-witness with my red dot as well. So check that out too, especially for those of you that might be a little bit visually impaired or getting a little bit older and your eyes ain't seeing as good as they used to. The UTG bull dot. Check them out. Very awesome. I love them. So before we wrap up this video here, I had mentioned before, some people say that these Magwell grips can prevent your magazines from dropping free. So I wanted to test that. It's the first time I've ever installed one of these. So we're gonna see here. First of all, I got a regular PMAG Gen 2, no window. This is loaded, so I wanted to see how it feeds. It comes out with it loaded first. Doesn't seem to have any issues there. Okay. That would drop free if I didn't have an angle. So yeah, this seems to go in just fine. I don't have any issues. Okay, so this one works. Now let's try an unloaded PMAG. Same thing, Gen 2. No rounds. Look at that. Drop free, no problem. Okay. I'm not having any issues, so that's awesome. I want to try one more thing, because I'm crazy. So, got the MAGPUL D60. It is loaded. So I want to see how this feeds into the CAA Mgrip2. Okay, so one thing I am noticing here, this will not lock in place with the D60 because your feed assist lever on the D60, this is a little lever you pull down, depresses the spring so you can load rounds in here. It's actually having a clearance issue right here. It's butting up against the very tip of this, and it's preventing the magazine from actually seating into place. So it's not locking at all. Now, can that be solved? I would anticipate the answer is yes. Because this actually comes down, oh, yeah, probably a good inch and a half from the actual magwell itself. So, is there room to Dremel out a wee bit? I say yes. So with a slight modification right here, kind of just taking the front out, not to, just below that screw area, getting up in here to a little ridge, you could probably make it so it has enough clearance for the D60. Really disappointing because I love this thing and I want to be able to use it. So, and I like this because I need a spot for my pressure switch. But looks like we're going to have to modified that a wee bit. So we'll save that for another video. But appreciate you watching. If you got any questions about anything that's on the rifle, let me know. I'll be going over different parts of this as time goes on. Excuse me, it's not a rifle, it's a pistol. This is a pistol, it is not a rifle. It was specifically built as a pistol, okay? Not a rifle. So, if you got any questions about anything on the pistol, message me, let me know. I'll be glad to explain some stuff, and make sure you subscribe, share, comment, and look for some more videos from me. All right, thanks for watching.